Hey, good Monday morning to you, everybody. Hello again from the long weekend. Not really long, regular, I guess. I did a fast of technology, no screens, pretty much all weekend, and it was amazing. Not having that ball and chain just constantly with you. At first, it was so different not having a device on your hip where people can just reach you, and you would leave for town with no phone, and it was like, I don't know. I remember growing up with that one, and it's just weird just thinking, well, what if I need something, you know? But you know what the great part was? I was so productive this weekend. And when Janessa was out and about and we knew that we were going to meet somewhere, and we just had to trust each other and have faith that everything, number one, was going to be okay and taken care of. And if something happened, God was going to take care of the details. And every single time that happened. And it was so liberating. And since then, it has really just helped give me so much control. Last night was kind of the first time I turned my phone on all weekend. Even it just seems so simple, but it really has changed my whole uh, paradigm. And uh, that cell phone does not control me anymore. And that fast did that for me. Just weekend gone, done. And if you're a parent and you have a child with a phone, I would really encourage you to try and do this like every other week. Figure out ways to communicate with the kid, because like, oh, there's no phone. We all have no phones. We all concentrate and focus and communicate. My wife and I communicated some of the best, communication, which leads me to an interesting thought. So it's Sunday in church. Luke Baker preached. Awesome. Just, it's one of those spiritual 2x4s, you catch upside the head. And it was about worship and all the things that we as people uh, select for comfort in our lives that aren't God. At one time I chewed tobacco and drank a lot, and just everything I could do to avoid going to God for that comfort. And there are still things in my life that I weed out, but I I'm so thankful that He has given me the strength and control to put power over that sin and put it behind me. And every single one of those, and food has done the same thing, and I've been able to control those, because Paul talks about this, and this was interesting because I'd never read this or studied, which isn't surprising because I'm not real great. But this morning when I woke up, I just wanted to read something in the Word. It was like, I wanted to know stuff like that. But he said Paul talks about where people put their stomachs as God, where it's like the second they need comfort, they eat comfort food. And it's no secret, there's a lot of people that do that. And it's no different than drugs. It's no different than alcohol. It's no different than tobacco. It's just easy to justify as Christians because it's not something that's, labeled as taboo like a drug addict. So food's okay if we just eat whenever it's comfortable. But this, going back to the cell phone thing as technology, when we're all out and about in our lives today, just find some time and observe how much time people are on their cell phones. Like, it has completely opened my eyes to just how awful I was. And now I get to spend time with this beautiful young lady and help her grow and mature that I wasn't doing before. We're talking hours a week that I want to free up and give to her and the other kids and my wife and this farm. Things that I can worship God through. There's no worship in a cell phone other than, so this leads my question, which a weird mind, right? Would Jesus carry a cell phone? If he came back today, would he be an Android or an Apple guy, you think? You wonder. What do you think? Or do you think he just wouldn't carry one because...
He won't carry one because he lives in heaven. And you don't need your phone in heaven. God.
Yeah. I really don't like this. Honestly, the two reasons I have this phone right now are making some YouTube videos and appeasing my wife's anxiety that she can't get a hold of me when she doesn't want to. Which, don't tell her, sometimes it's a real blessing. That's just between me and you. Because I doubt she watches these videos anyway. But, just in case she does.
She watches them.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Anyway, the art of checking. If you find yourself checking your cell phone just to see if somebody called, it's owning you. Yeah. You're worshiping the technology, and it's God. It's your God. Yeah. I don't want that to be me. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that person. I know what that feels like when you're in a room with somebody else and they use their cell phone and you're just sitting there wanting attention or wanting to talk, and I don't want to make anybody else feel like that, so I want control over this. Anyway, that's the thought. Would Jesus have a cell phone? The answer is no, apparently, and I believe her. I think she's right on the money. Anyway, hope you guys have a great Monday and rest of the week. We'll be back with some cool farm stuff we've been doing this weekend, some restoration projects, and we're starting a cold shower series this week, so it should be fun. Anyway, peace. We'll see you guys later. Bye.